Hi guys, if you've not bought FM23 yet, I've got good news for you. If you follow the link to 2Game in the description below and apply the coupon code PILGRIM at checkouts, you'll not only get my discount, but you'll get an additional 5% off at the checkout as well. On with the video. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Can the Three Lions Roar? My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, it's the World Cup quarter-final against Croatia. I'll show you the team for that one in just a moment. Here is confirmation of the lineup for that match against Croatia then, and it is Jordan Pickford in goal, back four of Ben Chilwell, Declan Rice, Fikayo Tomori and Reece James. It's Jordan Henderson at the base of midfield, Mason Mount and Jude Bellingham ahead of him, Phil Foden on the left wing, Raheem Sterling on the right, Harry Kane up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, my assistant manager recommends emphasising the fact we're on a good run and we should keep it going. I think that's absolutely fair enough. So we will pump the fists and agree with him. And let's go into the tunnel for our tunnel interview. And the first question, how are you approaching the task of breaching the World Cup's best defence? We have to find and expose their weaknesses. How are you approaching the task of keeping the World Cup's leading goal scorers quiet? I know a good we can be. Harry Kane set to make his 75th appearance for England. Just how much does he mean to the team? I'm delighted for him. He's a wonderful player. Okay, let's get into the action. England kick off. Kane to Henderson, finds Declan Rice into Mason Mount. Henderson to Declan Rice again, who runs forward, finds Mount, into Phil Foden, who turns, runs with it, is in the area and is tackled, and it's out for a throw-in to England, and we will get to see this one. No, we won't. The highlight comes to an end, and we pick up a new highlight. Tomori regains possession just inside his own half, plays it across to Declan Rice, who crosses halfway, plays it out to the left-hand side and Phil Foden, back to Mason Mount, back to Bellingham, who has the shot, but that is high over the crossbar and the chance goes begging. So I think a demand more is probably in order. And just a quick comparison, Croatia playing a 4-2-3-1 against our 4-3-3, and it's a Croatia highlight this time. Modric to Sosa, who holds the ball and under pressure finds Vida. Lovren into Modric, plays it out to the right, but Chilwell wins it back for England, finds Mount, and he plays it through for Harry Kane. Kane is thwarted by Livakovic, and it is a corner to England. Foden with it, the outswinger, and that is a foul, and it's going to be a penalty to England unless VAR overrules the decision, and they haven't. It is a penalty, and it is Harry Kane with it. Can he put England into the lead? Yes, he can. Never in doubt, was it really? It is. England 1, Croatia 0 with just under 10 minutes gone. And as the commentator said, no way was the goalkeeper getting to that one. So let's encourage the boys after that start and see whether anybody is struggling or in need of replacement. Not yet. I mean, there's only 14 minutes gone. So it's Brozovic to Sosa into Pasalic, and the shot comes in and it's saved. Tomori to Henderson. The highlight comes to an end, and we are just over the 15-minute mark now. We are in almost complete control, despite the fact it's still only 1-0. We're on the attack again. It's Foden's free kick into the area. It's headed away. Foden again plays it short to Henderson, who gives it back to Foden. He pulls it back. Mount, and it's cleared eventually, but only as far as Tomori, who goes all the way back to Jordan Pickford. He finds Chilwell on the left-hand side. Chilwell down the line for Foden. Foden's crossfield ball to Reece James, who attacks almost unopposed down the right. Reece James to the byline, deep cross, and the header hits the crossbar. Reece James's cross, this time Foden, and Sterling is at the far post to mop up the scraps and make it England 2, Croatia 0. And surely we are strolling through to the semi-finals at this point. Mason Mount is now Tomori, plays it forward to Sterling. Further right is Reece James. He's really attacking at the moment. Plays it back to Henderson, into Sterling. Bellingham needs help, finds James, and James's cross. Harry Kane has a third goal for England, his second of the match. It's England 3, Croatia 0. We've only played 24 minutes, and surely this one now is all over. So we're almost at the half-hour mark. England 3-0 up, in total control. It looks like Bellingham will be the one to be replaced at half-time. Mason Mount through to Foden. Sterling gives it back to Foden, who turns, and he's tackled actually. And the highlight comes to an end. And this time it is a England throwing in their own half. Sterling to Kane. Bellingham to Henderson. Back to Tomori. Plays it to Henderson, to Mason Mount, to the right hand side and Sterling, infield to Bellingham. Henderson clips it forward for Sterling, who crosses. Phil Foden makes it 4, and we're still in the first half. We have absolutely blown Croatia out of the water with this excellent first half performance. 10 shots, 6 on target, 4 goals, and we're only 37 minutes in. And it will be Spain against Belgium later in the day. I don't know if we will play the winners of that or if it's going to come from another match. We'll find out after. I'm taking it for granted that we're already through. We're 4-0 up in the first half. There is no way this should go wrong from here. And there are 3 added minutes at the end of the first half. And we'll make the decisions on substitutions once we see who has recovered a little bit at half time. And that just about wraps up the first half. There it is, England 4, Croatia 0. And in terms of a substitution, I'm not really sure we need to do very much. I think we could pick any one to come off, with very few exceptions, purely for energy reasons, because the game is won. I think I'm going to take Raheem Sterling off at half time. Happy with the number of shots, keep it going. So let's get into the substitution. We are going to take Sterling off. We're going to bring on Jack Grealish, and we'll get out there for the second half. Start the second half. Fingers crossed we keep this going as long as possible. And it's Croatia on the attack this time. Kovacic into Maya. Ivanišek to Kramaric. And the header into the area is picked up by Tomori. Plays a long ball forward, but Sutalo picks it up and the highlight comes to an end. And this time it's a Croatian attack. And Kovacic to Sutalo into Maya. clipped into the area. Rebic, he shoots, but it's wide, and it remains 4-0. So the second substitution, I think, on the hour mark is going to be Bellingham, because he's on a yellow card and beginning to tire. Not a good combination. He's doing alright though. We will take him off now for a central midfielder. So we'll bring on Calvin Phillips. And for my final change, in fact, we're going to wait until this highlight is over, and we won't make it yet. It's still only an hour into the match. We'll leave it another 10-15 minutes as Croatia do get one back finally. Marcelo Brozovic, and it's England 4, Croatia 1, with almost exactly half an hour of normal time to go. Right, the next substitution then, Reece James, I think has to be the one. Kyle Walker is going to come on with 20 minutes to go. So I'm just going to delay it a few minutes. Reece James with the free kick, and it's high over the crossbar. So he is going to be the one replaced. We'll do that now that we're almost at the 20 minutes to go mark. Kyle Walker will come on and replace him. Kovacic to Brozovic, into Livia, Brozovic to Meyer, Brozovic again, back to Vida, Livia to Sosa, plays it forward, Kramaric picks it up and has the shot. It's saved and Chilwell picks up the rebound, and the highlight comes to an end. Jack Grealish has picked up an injury, and it is a proper injury. We have no subs left. He's going to have to see out the remaining 18 minutes. Henderson's shot is deflected behind for a corner. Fingers crossed this is one of those short-term injuries that Grealish might get a little bit better as the match carries on. His rating suggests probably not. So we're just going to have to hope he manages to see the match out and doesn't have to go off and leave us with 10 men. So the throw-in comes in. Foden is given away, but we win it back. Grealish with the shot. The rebound falls to Calvin Phillips. Walker on the overlap, plays it back to Phillips into the area, but it's cleared by Croatia as far as Kramaric, but Tomori picks up the loose ball. Back to Pickford, who finds Declan Rice. Rice crosses halfway, plays it forward for Phil Foden, who pulls it back to Harry Kane. He finds Grealish. Grealish makes it England 5, Croatia 1. We've heard that scoreline in a different context against different opposition with England previously. In this case, it's going to mean even more than it did against the Germans all those years ago. Grealish to Walker, and Walker finds Phillips to Henderson into Mason Mount. Foden's ball over the top, Grealish, and the shot comes in and hits the crossbar. England will pick it up again through Calvin Phillips, but the highlight comes to an end. This is going to be an England free kick, and it's going to be... Is it a yellow card for Sosa? It is. Borna Sosa with the yellow card. Grealish's free kick into Foden. Phillips with the shot. High and wide. Inside the last 5 minutes of normal time. And it's a Croatia highlight. Livakovic. Foden wins it back. Finds Kane. Ball over the top for Grealish, who holds it, cuts it back, and Harry Kane makes it England 6, Croatia 1, and in doing so completes his hat-trick. 87 minutes gone, 6-1 to England, and this has turned into an absolute rout. and it's England on the attack again. Declan Rice plays it forward for Kane to Grealish. Kane doesn't collect the return ball, and Croatia can break on us. Brozovic to Livaya, to Brozovic again, Sosa into Maya, Livaya, back to Sosa, Brozovic to Sosa again, his ball to Brozovic to Livaya, and he finds Kovacic into Ivanasek, and the save from Pickford prevents a second goal for Croatia. We're into stoppage time, there's only 2 minutes of it, and we are almost home and hosed. I mean, the game's long since dead as a contest. The result is almost confirmed. Rice with the ball forward, and Foden won't get there. Satalo to Lovren, who gives it him back, and Satalo up to halfway. Maya to Kramaric, and Livaya is dispossessed, but the loose ball falls to Sosa. Brozovic to Kovacic to Maya, ball over the top. Tamori cleans up and finds Pickford. He should launch this into the night sky. He doesn't have time. There's the final whistle. It's England 6, Croatia 1. I'll be back in a moment to tell you who we'll face in the next round. Okay, following that absolute spanking of Croatia, it is time to confirm what is coming up on the next episode. And as you can see, in the World Cup semi-finals, our opponents are Belgium, and that will be coming up tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.